Everybody, it's Ben, Karen, and Spencer. Also, etc. Mainly, etc. Yeah. Still seems too bright. Huh.
Yeah, you think it's bright?
See, look.
I don't think it looks too bright, but
I think it looks 3 bright.
All right. Yeah.
maybe slightly with the overheads. I can adjust it a little.
But you can do that, and while you're doing it, I'll ban everybody.
Right, that's the way to do it. How's it going, Crispy?
First, I'd like to welcome our partner, Nordvpn, for sponsoring our stream. I'm guessing they won't renew because, probably think this is all crazy. But anyway, I guess they knew that when they got involved. Like, that guy's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, they loved your first ad.
They did? They said something?
Yeah.
I just meant like the stream in general.
No, but they liked the ad.
Oh, they did? Didn't I say creep? All right, so I want to wait a while to say all this stuff because then we'll have more viewers.
Yeah, that's fine.
We only have 250 viewers.
All right, that is a little low.
What am I, Benjamin Bach?
Like Shody, that's pretty low.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something you won't believe me, so you'll have to use your
I'm
phone.
already not believing.
No, you have to look at your phone.
Okay.
Today in one of the Norm tournaments, I don't know if it was New York or Charlotte, Canty beat a GM with black.
Wow.
Yay.
That's why they call him GM Canty.
Go GM Canty.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Who was it?
Some guy.
Yeah.
Let's see what my phone has to say.
So
Yay.
Levy has 2 draws, and he's losing the third game against a 2480. The truth hurts.
Did you want to show them that game for a minute? Or
No.
Okay.
No.
Wait, what tournament is the Canty situation?
Probably it's in Charlotte because he goes to Charlotte a lot, and they're having 3 tournaments.
Okay.
I think he's in the yeah. And then Tani's 2-0, so he's
Tani.
trying to get an IM norm.
Yay,
Yeah.
3114. I saw a picture on Facebook. Hang on, that Mike Klein posted. when
Mike
he was
Klein
posing with
posts
him.
so many pictures with Tani. Chess.com better do some kind of check. No, I'm serious. Every single Tani picture has Mike Klein in it, and vice versa. So, I don't know if Chess.com did a background check, but
No,
I would-
can't even see this kid playing.
No,
Tani?
Tani's a star.
No, that's Canty. The adult.
He likes to play Ben.
the adult Canty. Oh, I thought you meant his dad for a second. I always think of Canty as a kid.
Yeah, the
he is an
Komodo
adult.
thing's going to be fun, Kangaroo. I agree.
Yeah. All right, so we're already on the wrong chessboard. So, let's see.
I recognize some names like
There we go.
like Levon Brigazzi. You remember him?
Oh, yeah, Levon's really strong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he beat me really bad.
No, he's really
He
strong.
beat me real bad.
Yeah.
But I have black.
Tani's not an IM.
Not very good.
Well, I wasn't listening. Did you find who Canty beat?
No,
Oh.
I mean I didn't try very hard, but I didn't
No,
immediately.
I'll find it
so-
immediately.
Oh.
Do you have follow chess?
Yeah, I couldn't find it on there.
Well,
Although,
easy to
I don't
find.
remember if I paid. For
It could
that.
be in New York. You know how it is.
Well, right. I didn't check New York, right. I thought about it, but then I'm like, I don't care. This.
Michael Rhodes playing. He plays chess.
Hey, Casper VLD, how's it going? Hey, Julian, how's it going?
Okay, so if it's in New
Hey,
York,
everyone.
New York has like
I know.
50 tournaments.
And people I don't know.
Steven says, I have a plus score versus Tani. Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's the New York and it's the D group. I am Winter D.
Is it the same one that Levy's in?
No,
Oh.
he's in like the A group.
No, but I mean the same tournament.
Yeah, but it's 4
Different
sections.
group. I know.
Yeah. And then Canty, when asked why he was in the D group, he said, "I got that D." Wow, I can't believe he said that. Yeah,
Oh, well, we'll have to look at his game, too.
Referring to his genitals.
yeah,
Okay,
that's the joke.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah. What?
Yay.
500 cents news. For those of you who started the train and continued, thank you. Controversial statement by Canty, indeed. All right, let me go back and thank people because I have Streamlabs. Divinus01 gave 500 bits, which I said. NJ Crispy gifted a sub to Julian Prolenko. Also Proleco. J Bruz resubscribed for 10 months in a row. JAL or I314 gifted 5. So I thought I banned him. NJ Crispy gifted subs, I don't know, 5, 4. And then Divinus resubscribed after he gave money.
Yeah, we're already on that level 4.
His favorite
No
group
wonder.
is the Divinals.
I heard of it.
Yeah. He touches the sub button. He wants the sub button to love him. He forgets himself and he donates 500 centidues.
Is that a
I don't know
Divino
this
song?
song.
I don't want any other donor. When I think about this
Why
guy,
don't you
I
sing
get
it
a lot
for
of
us?
money.
There we go. Now I got it.
Yeah, there we go. Walden Pawn. Hey, Walden Pawn reminds me of your X-rated name. I mean, PG-13 rated name.
My PG-13?
Yeah, for your
rating?
team, the Menopawns.
Oh.
He's Walden Pawn. You understand Walden Pond?
I got it.
Yeah. Man, I'm going to have to throw that joke in the garbage. Right, Emmer, son?
Oh, snap.
Okay. PD Baltok gave several. Mepex $3.99. AKA The Fist, 100
Go
centidues.
R.A. Kelly.
And a lot of people gave subs. I can't. $9. ATC Faust give 200 centidues? You?
Of all
I
people.
mean, you're tighter than a German virgin. You're good and tight. I mean, how did you give 200 bits? I can't believe. And you give 100 bits another time. Cheer 100 in the German synchronization of Terminator. You told me this last time.
Yodi Man wants one.
ATC Faust claims when they do the Terminator in German, he sounds so stupid they don't use Schwarzenegger's voice. Now, Schwarzenegger's Austrian, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right, he's German-Austrian.
Yeah,
That
but they
might-
say he doesn't sound German anymore because he's, he has a tumor or something. I don't know. Sir Diva D gave a lot of subs.
Thank you, Casper VLC.
No, I mean like a lot of subs.
Yay.
Oh, it was 3 days ago.
Right, I remember that.
All right.
I feel like a matchmaker.
Sir Diva D is also a sub on my channel.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
No, but this is a serious statement because it's actually not even funny. Schwarzenegger casting him as the Terminator when he's supposed to be a robot. You can't.
Genius stuff.
That's genius. Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
What, because he can't act very well?
Right, because he can't. So he's a robot. I mean, you can't
Keanu
complain
Reeves.
like, "Oh, he's too stiff." I mean,
Right.
that's genius.
That is
Yeah.
genius.
He was old enough.
Hey, 1E4E6, how's it going?
It's unclear why somebody who's cast as a robot speaks English with a German accent. But okay, whatever.
Right, he should have a mood accent.
Yeah.
Right.
What about that Australian? Hey, we have 1,400 viewers for no reason. I'm not on Chess TV.
It's
great,
funny
that's
that
why.
you would mention Schwarzenegger because I don't know why, but there was an article I was reading recently about the affair he had with the housekeeper.
I read about that.
Oh yeah, and his son is I guess in his 20s, and
You know,
he's an actor, and he's a bodybuilder.
He kept pranking me, his son. That bastard. Okay.
He's made himself a fortune.
Divinus01 gave 5 subs, and so did R.A. Kelly.
Man, he had
Now-
Maria Shriver.
now,
and
wait
then
a- yeah,
the
she's-
housekeeper wasn't too cute.
No, the Maria Shriver's not too cute.
Well, it was better
Maria
than
Shriver was
housekeeper.
cute 45 years ago, but, truth hurts now. He slept with a lot of women. That was just the one he impregnated.
Man, no,
Yeah.
but it was an affair over 15 years.
No.
It wasn't. Yes, it was.
No.
Yes, it was.
No.
Google it right now.
I just read the article.
I just read the article.
$20 puzzled pawn. No, they just didn't tell anybody for 15 years, then he told. I already read it.
No, I'm saying it wasn't just he slept with her one time.
No, he slept with her when the family went away for the weekend. Then they didn't tell her for 15 years. That's what it said.
That's not what I read.
You can't sleep with your housekeeper for 15 years and your wife doesn't know. You can't.
Yeah, that does seem hard.
Right. No, it was a weekend affair, like 4 days, because they left the family.
Oh, so it was just it was one time. It
Yeah,
sounds like
well,
you're
I don't
disputing
think it was
me.
one time. It was probably like 20
A
times.
weekend.
But anyway, R.A. Kelly gave 5 subs. Usually R.A. Kelly gives $9.99. So I wonder if somebody took over his account.
I'm sure it wasn't 20. How old is he?
What's the question? $9.99 Itchy Chimera. Wait, what? B5? What? 2011 Spice Cup. I can't read what it says. Oh well. Let me read it here.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got the window open.
In your game with Niemer, you played knight d4 to b5 and win the 2 bishops. Yeah, in fact, that game was so long ago that Spice Cup, I think, was in Texas. I didn't even think it was in St. Louis. I'm not sure. 2011. That's close. That's right around when they moved. Very close. Yeah, I played Niemer several times. And I was always white in a queen c2 Nimzo. Thanks, R.A. Kelly. Back to normal. Thanks, Puzzle Pawn.
We made it all the way to level. We finished level 5.
I did know Schwarzenegger was vegan. What was it like to play in Vikanze? It was great. I was treated like a king. Yeah, see, this is before St. Louis. So when I played in the U.S. as an FM and later an IM, I was treated like, I don't know, Djokovic. Okay? Then, did I pause long enough?
Even I understood the joke.
Right. Okay. Then when I went to Vikanze and Capella Grand was amazing. Here's what happened. Mm-hmm. Okay, first of all, I've never blundered so much. Never. Not in chess. When you go to Capella Grand, okay, and you're in Brussels, mm-hmm. I went the stupidest way possible. I took like 700 trains, and I got to Capella Grand. Well, not Capella Grand. I got to, Avignon. Not Avignon. What city is it? Dunkirk. Okay. It's a suburb of Dunkirk, which doesn't make any sense. But anyway, I took like a train there and a train there and a train there and a train there, and I got there. And then I did that for like the first 2 or 3 years. Then the last year, I found out you can take a train from Brussels to a border town that nobody's heard of, and then you can take a bus across, and you're in Capella Grand.
So what was the time difference?
What do you mean?
Which I'm assuming the second one.
Oh, hours.
So okay, so
hours.
Saved
hours.
This is before the internet, I guess.
Right, I didn't know. Like the town that you go to is like this, like has like 6 people, and there's a bus that goes into Dunkirk like every 5 seconds. Okay, so when I got to my first Capella Grand, and the Michel Gouvard was the organizer. I hope he's still alive. 50-50, because Anyway, so I took the 4 trains or whatever I did. I got there. I got to the tournament site. I don't know what the tournament site was. And the guy said, hey, the American IM Leonid Bass was supposed to play in the tournament. I've played Bass in the U.S. actually. Then he moved to Spain. But he can't make it. Do you want his conditions?
Well, I'll take those.
I was like, okay. I was an FM. They said you get free hotel, free food the whole tournament, all meals. And then you get tickets to get free stuff at the bar, like snacks and drinks. And here's an appearance fee. And I said, oh, okay.
About damn time.
Yeah. And then in the last round of my last Capella Grand, I beat whom? Okay, you give up.
Balashov.
Right, Yuri Balashov. All right, let me give you one you can get.
I'm not
if you no, don't tell her. If you read just the letters in Balashov, who do you get?
Shabalov.
Shabalov, that's right. It's the exact same letters. Yeah, truth hurts. That's the Queen H8 Queen Sacrifice. That was in Capelle, but that was the last one.
Classic.
Yeah.
I also have a great Queen H8 Sacrifice.
The reason I told that story was when Puzzled Pawn said, how is Vikanze? Vikanze was like, here's a hotel, here's a masseuse, here's an appearance fee, here's travel money, here's the nicest playing conditions you've ever seen. Capelle was an open tournament. Vikanze, I mean, I was playing Vikanze, and they were having the candidate. I played like 3 or 4 times. I played in the GMB group. Now I would play in the GM F group because of final. They had the candidates matches where we were playing. So it was like candidates match. Then it was like Vikanze B. Uh-huh. And during that, so this has a lot of strong players. All the best players in the world are there, and my section's Rufus and Doofus. That's where I played Gert-Jan de Boer. Okay, you can clap now if you're Dutch. See, now we have a softer G, because I'm from Belgium. So there's Gert-Jan de Boer and there's Gert-Jan de Boer. Anyway, and de Boer means you.
De Boer, oh, I'm listening.
Yeah, B-O-E-R. De Boer.
B-O-E-R.
What does it mean?
I don't remember.
Spencer?
The boar.
Close. Farmer. Okay, and what country had the Boer Wars? What country?
The Boer Wars. Boer Wars. I'm going to guess. I'm just waiting for somebody to type it. South Africa.
Good, you waited. That was
yes,
good. South Africa is correct.
I was going to guess in Africa. But
now, when I went to South Africa, what city did I go to? Either one you could answer.
I don't know if the chat will know that, so I can't steal their
Yeah, a couple of them will know.
I can't even.
Durban is correct.
Durban. Yeah, Kangaroo, if he said it, would know.
Okay, now.
That's for sure.
What does Durban have the most of any city in the world?
Durbs.
You ready? You ready?
Durban.
Yeah, you never get it. It's
Tennis
crazy.
rackets.
No, it's crazy. The
He's
most
never-
people,
Durban
the
tennis
most,
racket.
not weed, no, not weed. The
Komodo
most.
dragons.
Yeah, let's see if anybody knows.
What are you talking about?
Does anybody know what Durban's
Oh, they
famous
said
for? They have the most something.
I still think it's Durbs.
No?
Nah. How's it going, Mateo Dragon?
Hey, Mateo Dragon.
Yeah, they're just looking on the internet now, so the right answer is going to come in soon.
Okay.
Well,
The
I'd like to
correct
know.
answer is the most people of Indian descent who don't live in a city in India live in Durban. They have 1 million people from India in a city you've never heard of. Pretty good, right?
I mean, how could we possibly have known that?
How do you not know that? That's true, says Kangaroo.
This is a very oddly
So
specific
the most
statistic.
Indian people outside of India.
Right, and one city is in
one
Durban,
city.
South Africa.
Kind of like probably New York's the most Jewish folks in one city. outside
People
of Israel.
argue
Maybe.
People argue that New York City has more Jews than Israel. It's not really an argument, you just look it up. But since Israel has no people and New York has millions, close. Yeah. By the way, if you take all the Armenians in the world, they don't live in Armenia. Many more Armenians live outside of Armenia than Armenia.
Yeah, in California. I
Many
forgot.
more. No, but just like the whole
Oh.
world. Most countries have the most of what they have.
There was a lot.
But that not in Armenia. In Armenia, they all left.
Oh.
Yeah. Poland has it more. Poland has more what? Poland's a country.
I don't know much
What?
about Armenia.
Durban's a city. You're all banned.
Wasn't there a genocide going on there?
That's Abe Ricks. That's nobody's business but the Turks. Also, I am Ricks. Yeah.
How's it going, I am Ricks?
According to the Jewish Israel, 6.5 million Jews. United States has. Israel has more than the whole U.S. I'm surprised by that.
I'm not.
Yeah, we got a lot of people here. Come on.
That's nobody's business but the Turks. He's talking about the Armenian genocide.
Yeah.
That was my greatest joke I've ever told.
I was just mentioning that, but
The greatest joke I ever told was when I saw Bughouse, and in one of the Bughouse games, Tatev was playing Aronian, and their partners were both GMs. And Aronian was the most winning anybody's ever been in history, and ever. And I said, man, that's the worst Armenian genocide I've ever seen. I got him good.
That is good.
I'm not sure why neither one of them likes me. All right. All right. For the most money in the world, right? You can have all of it.
okay.
What kind of people, like British and Danish, does St. Louis have? What are they known for? What other country?
Ireland. I was just guessing one.
Bosnians.
Bosnian's
Really?
correct.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
you lived
Bosnian,
there.
that's right. God
That's
I
right.
get
damn.
all the money. I get all the money.
Yeah. Bosnian. Yeah. Showbiz people in Missouri? What? St. Louis.
Yeah, in Atlanta.
Terrible.
maybe. There's showbiz.
Go Bosnians. Yeah. And the funny thing is, they don't have a lot of Herzegovians. But they do have a lot of Trinidadians, but no Tobagans. All right. Yeah, that's right. I went there, Niels. All right. All right. Let's talk about Nordvpn.
That's all right.
NordVPN's my partner and my sponsor, and Karen's my partner, but not my sponsor. Although, wait, what about those AA meetings? Okay, she is my sponsor. You can see they're drinking beer and I'm not, because super fast servers, 5,200 plus in 59 countries. That's why I'm 59. You can watch Netflix and other favorite entertainment websites, no matter where you are, because they took care of that. 30-day money-back guarantee. If you donate to my stream, they'll guarantee. If you give them money, they'll give it back to you. Protects data while traveling. Well, yeah, it's a VPN. CyberSec Suite, which acts as an ad blocker. Now, if you guys use the ad blocker, how am I supposed to get it? No data logging, 24/7 customer support, live chat, emails, up to 6 simultaneous connections. I made this really complicated joke last time that nobody got, except like Holden.
Uh-huh.
I didn't tell Holden. Yeah.
But he would have got it.
Yes. Yeah, it had to do with Euler. And if you had 6 different NordVPNs that each had 6 connections, and then I made the joke on the Euler thing. And then everybody's like, what? Double data encryption. Do you know those encryptions that are like double data encryptions? Spencer got it.
It's from The Simpsons.
Yeah. Compatible with most operating systems. And whenever I see this, I think of the Chappelle Show. If they got Windows, they say we don't use that. If they say Linux,
then we
tell
got
them
Windows.
everything's down. Yeah. So they use Linux, Windows, Mac OS, iOS, and Android. Unlimited bandwidth. I have a question.
Yeah.
Is that possible?
I don't know, enough about
Maybe per
VPNs.
person it is. Like unlimited would mean like the whole universe. I mean, like you can't. You know what I mean?
All right, like if everybody tried to use it, would it be like a run on the bank?
It says unlimited bandwidth, so they got to have it. Automatic kill switch. Man, if I had that yesterday, none of you would be alive now. NordVPN has an extension for Chrome. That's what we use. You don't use Chrome, or do you? Do you use that other one?
I don't use Chrome, actually.
What's the other one?
I use the Microsoft one, Edge.
Edge, that's what you use.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, but NordVPN, it secures your browsing in seconds. Then there's something I don't understand. IKEv2 IPsec security protocol.
Well, I need
don't
to.
know those letters,
well, I
yeah.
need to. She told me she'd explain it to us. And
Yeah.
So I need to reach out.
They
to
can
her.
explain it to us.
Well, we'll get the VPN. people.
Somebody explain that to us. IKEv2 / IPsec security protocol.
Right. There's got to be some. Oh, I know all about those letters.
I'm gonna get
Let
it
me get a small child.
explained to me.
LMAO.
By the next stream.
OMG. Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
Tensor extension with the thing. Also, did he copy and paste that? Because he could have read all.
Probably,
Yeah,
Might.
because the
there's nothing spelled wrong.
punctuation
That's
is so
fine.
accurate.
Copy
Good
paste is
copy and
fine.
paste.
Capitalization is correct. It looks
Yeah.
like.
It's too many words.
If
And
you
I don't
wanna-
understand the words.
If you want to
Can you
buy
break
it,
down the words? You know?
if you buy NordVPN and you want to hook me up and hook them up, you can type !Nord or !NordVPN. Or if you're watching on a computer, a laptop, etc., there's panels under the stream, and one of them says NordVPN. It's bigger than the other ones. Yeah. That's why it says !NordVPN in the title. What's happening?
I'm just getting
It's
my phone.
attached to the
Thank
thing.
Oh, I thought it was Hey You Beer Me. P2P sharing allowed. Okay. And it used to be Nord didn't have that, but they got somebody new on their team.
I know who it is.
Yes.
Tigran Petrosian.
Tigran Petrosian. P2P sharing allowed.
Right.
Right? And NordVPN is like that, son, with Pampers. Like that. Right? So you don't want anybody getting in your Pampers, if you know what I mean. So they got that protected, right? They got double protection, if you know what I mean.
We'll enjoy this sponsorship while we have it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it was
You're gonna have to
selected as
look
the
up
best
some information
VPN
to
every year and so forth. Mainly and so forth.
I like
Yeah.
when you said they were complaining about the bandwidth, but it was unlimited bandwidth.
Right.
They want more. You know?
Yeah.
What can I say?
They just don't know what.
Yay.
they
Oh, it says Chrome or Firefox. Firefox? Was it my phone? All right. Change your IP and enjoy gaming experience with no borders. That's what they want to hear.
Right. Yeah, it's because they're liberals. They want
No.
open borders.
This affects you.
Come on, that was a good joke.
But this affects you. A new game being released a month later in your region?
Question mark?
Yeah, and then it says just change your IP and get it now.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I saw
I
that.
knew you would like
I saw
that.
that. That's
Do
pretty
that.
good.
Yeah. Now, what Spencer did in the
Yeah.
past, because he didn't have NordVPN.
I don't PC game, but that would be good.
No, but here's what he did. When that would happen, he would freeze himself. And then it would be unfrozen, the game would be out.
Cartman, yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And then he would use his time machine right to when the game was released. Like Stewie.
Also good, yeah. That's safer, actually, the time one.
No problem. Unlimited bandwidth. You guys are the worst, but NordVPN is the best. All right, let's do some puzzles.
All right. I'd
Hey,
love
we
to do a
forgot.
puzzle.
We forgot to do a marker, but I'll still go.
Forgot to
back
do what?
A marker.
Oh,
That's okay. I'll do it
could
later.
type it now and then go back.
Yeah, that's true.
What's wrong with it?
There it
Do it.
is.
Type
He did
exclaim. Okay, yeah.
He
Okay,
did it.
that'll just be at the end.
End of
so
ad. That's what
fine.
you wrote. End of ad.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. I could do it at the end.
Does Nordvpn share logs with the government? I thought I read that to you. No data logging. So no,
Right. That is.
they don't even share it with themselves.
Right. The data's just
Yeah,
gone.
you guys are like, I don't like that because of this thing I made up. That's why I like Trump. The end.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right. How's it going? Under 1300 Karpov?
Yeah, how's it going?
All right, let's go. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm
You ready?
I'm
2000 to
This one's so
3200.
easy. Oh, wait.
That's fine.
I already got it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what we
too
usually
easy.
do.
Yeah, I already solved it.
Oh, come on.
I did. We have 1900 viewers. What? Shouldn't we have like 6 viewers? All right.
All right, let's see.
Whose turn is it? Oh, I'm so old and such. Dun, ta-da. That's the first move.
Agreed.
And then
Right
I
on
guess
that.
that's the second move. Yeah. And then that's the third move, and then I'm done. Yeah, this is 2370. That's the rating of this puzzle.
I think it's 23 skidoo.
Yeah, I mean, isn't it Rook B2?
No.
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 Why?
It's
Because then the king goes here.
Bishop D7.
Oh, I
right?
didn't see that.
No.
Oh.
No. I solved it.
Darn.
2370.
Okay, I'm gonna keep looking. I'm gonna keep
Dang,
looking. I was too
dang.
hasty.
Well, I want to keep looking. too,
Yeah,
then.
yeah. Then we don't tell. Well, I won't look at chat.
The answer is
Okay,
3
okay,
moves
okay.
long.
Yeah.
You got to find move 1, then you got to find move 2, then you got to find move 3. Then we're done. I have spoken.
Yeah, I don't really see a great defense. Let me try to find the best, because I found the right first move now.
Why aren't Peroni and Perrier? It's not Peroni, it's Stella Artois. However, if we go to an Italian fancy restaurant, which we've done, and they don't have Stella, Peroni's like the next choice. Right?
Oh, I figured it all out.
Good.
I figured it all out. But it's too hard for Carrie.
What
Come
percent?
on. This
No,
one's tough.
no, but she can get a 1 move at a time.
That's true. One move
Now,
at a time. Yeah.
what percentage of people that like play chess or play whatever think that Tigran Petrosian, the PP in your Pampers, is the world champion?
The same percentage that think Judith and Susan are the same pole guard.
Wow, that's like everybody.
All right. So
Yeah.
there you go.
No. Here's what people think. People know the 3 Polgar sisters and they think Susan's the best.
All right.
God damn. That's the most ridiculous. I've never.
Well, she's the second best.
Maybe, yeah.
You know,
No,
at
she
their
is.
peaks, at all of their peaks. Yeah. Well, prepare to get out of here, Paul.
Judith's like 900 points better than Susan.
All right.
Now, what were we talking about before? We were comparing it to Susan.
Petrosian.
Oh, Petrosian. Yeah. The Chicago Open, approximately 2010, and it might have been 2010.
Uh-huh.
Tigran Petrosian went, the PP
Yeah.
guy.
Actually,
And-
that's the first time I saw him.
Yeah, and the director's
That was
like, and one of the
2009.
tournament directors like, wow, Petrosian's coming.
Yeah.
And they thought it was the world champion who'd been,
Right,
he died in like 1984 or 5. He definitely died in 84 or 85. I guarantee it.
I mean, I don't know what it is unless it's
Okay.
Bishop. You know, I have 3.
Bishop
Correct.
F3,
That's correct.
definitely.
Okay,
Now let me explain.
All right.
If the king moves anywhere, I win your queen. Except C8. He's going to play king C8.
Well, that was the move I was
Right.
looking at.
Now, the problem is if C6, then rook check.
H7.
Right. Rook
Wins the
check.
queen.
Yeah.
Rook
I
H7.
wonder if he plays D5 and then does
Wait,
that
if
if it's
it-
a stalemate. No.
How do you win the
If you do
Rook
what?
H7 is a
king
skewer.
B6?
Then you
the rook
check on
B2
B2,
check.
your move.
Okay.
If king C5, rook B5 is checkmate.
If king
C5,
Right.
rook B5 is checkmate.
Okay.
And if the king goes to the A file, rook check and take the queen.
Yeah, skewer.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I got it.
Oh, it did do this.
Right.
Oh, I
Now
didn't
it's
see
not
this.
mate. Yeah,
didn't see
and
that.
I'll show you the line that we were thinking I
Right,
would
right,
do.
right.
In a minute. Okay.
Yeah, this nobody saw,
All right,
especially
that's too
me.
tough.
Okay. So hang on then.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now we got us thinking.
Well, I mean, I got it in like 3 seconds.
Not 4 seconds.
Fine, pi seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're not going to find this.
Can I just look for a second, though?
Nah.
I know.
I know I'm not gonna.
You can never find it.
What do you think?
I haven't found it.
Right.
Yeah, well, it's just don't talk to us. Honestly, you talk to chat for a second. Give us a minute.
Now, if Chad finds it, that's because they're cheating.
I found
And
it.
and
I
so
found
far,
it. Wait,
nobody's
no.
found it in the chat, so you're not cheating.
No.
Good job.
I was wrong.
Yeah, you guys are good. You're not cheating because you didn't find it.
All right.
As soon as I see the right answer, I'll know that you cheated.
Yeah, that was a tough defense.
The moves you guys are suggesting are shallow and pedantic. All right, we got all the cheaters because they all said the same move at the same time.
Nice.
So they all got it
the
on
way
their
to do
engines,
it.
they got it, and they typed it in. That's
I
good.
still haven't found it.
Yeah. It's easy to cheat because you can just use like the chess.com engine. They won't even find it
probably true.
by themselves. They just have to cheat. Unbelievable.
Always cheat.
NordVPN already gave me the answer. That's why I knew quicker.
Uh-huh.
God.
And you solved it?
No.
All right.
I still don't even know.
If you're playing on chess.com and somebody plays this move, they're cheating.
Oh my goodness, I found it.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, frankly.
I found it in pi
It's a
seconds.
cool move. I didn't expect it.
Cut 64, you're banned. You found nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you found this from the start, you'd be a true baller
Mm-hmm.
for life.
So
It's too hard for you, Cut.
it's
Yeah,
not Rook
yeah.
B2 then?
Cut 64 insists on being banned.
One more. Just one more over there.
Yeah.
Oh, Rook A2. Well, I don't know then.
Rook A2, yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, but I don't understand it.
Yeah. You attack the queen,
Okay.
and if he takes it, you play C5 check, winning his queen.
Oh, yeah.
And if he plays Queen B8, Rook A8, checkmates the queen.
I was going to go check and take it.
Oh, right. There's two answers.
All right, now let me show. This was 2630.
I mean, I didn't
Rook
get
A2
it.
is
That,
tough,
it's
yeah.
a com- but
Let me-
it's a
let me
common
show you the
tactic. I just
important
couldn't
line.
see it.
No, that
Let
was
me-
complicated.
Let me show you the important line.
Complicated.
Okay?
Talk about
Right.
the second part.
This is important
Yeah,
line.
I am
but
not talking-
but
What do
I'm
you do?
saying that
What
that
do you
was
do
tough,
here,
though.
Karen?
Um,
There's only one move that wins. This is what I thought it was going to do.
Bowler.
let's see. One move that wins.
One move. One win.
Well, if you check him with the rook, then he goes to D7.
Kangaroo removing that ban means he's going to swear nonstop on the stream.
Yeah.
But that's okay, I guess, that you can ban him for real.
I don't know.
Okay, you play bishop here, so you're threatening rook to the back rank mates.
first.
Now
I
here's
had the
now this
wrong
is a
order.
better question for you. And we're going to take as long as it takes. If you miss your flight to West Palm Beach, then you're going to miss it.
Alright.
What's the only move black can make that makes any sense at all that stops rook to the back rank mate? You're black and you have to defend against that. What's the engine going to do here? Well, actually, the engine doesn't move, so I can just do it.
What's the only move?
What's the only move black can play where, it's, obviously you can
The
give your
only
queen away
test
for
in
nothing,
defense.
but I mean like an actual defense.
I mean, I don't see anything good. You can go Queen G1. It's-
No, that doesn't do it.
I know.
Right.
I was gonna say. I
Well,
don't
you got
see-
it. That's why I'm asking you. It's a defensive
Yeah.
puzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
let me see then. Going that way.
You can go your own way.
I guess you have to go King D8.
Correct.
There it is.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay, now you have one move that wins. This is what I thought the engine was doing when
yeah.
the puzzle started.
okay.
I thought I was
Yeah,
going to
me
do
too.
this.
One move that wins.
Somebody thought it was Rook G4.
That's a good
I
move.
don't know if that's it. Was this Sarawon chess? What's going on
Right.
here?
Let's see if I go there. I mean, maybe Rook H7, but let's see what
No
you got
threat.
for that.
Yeah, you got to threaten.
Here's what you
Well-
have to do. You have to imagine the checkmate.
All right.
So let's say, for example, you were fighting Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
You have to imagine how you're going to win. And by a heart defect, he loses the match and you win. He can't fight. So you have to imagine, like, make a checkmate. Put this where it's checkmate.
Oh, so you can go Rook E2.
Correct. and then you go
Yeah.
mate, and c'est pas défense.
Yeah, you can't defend
Also, if you're like choking on COVID, and the smoke is bothering you, like in
karaoke.
then défense de fumer.
Défense de fumer.
Something smoking.
No smoking.
Oh.
Yeah, en français. Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to do.
But it found
Now
a trickier
the
defense.
the difference is if you go here, and then this is mate because I said so, right?
So it's sacked.
However, it sacrificed the pawn
right.
to to now this square. Now it's not mate.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and I showed this to Phil Collins. You know what he said? It's not mate anymore. No more. No more. And then I asked him who his favorite Red Sox was. You know what he said? For Boston Red Sox? No more. No more. Has you heard of Nomar Garcia Parra?
No.
All right.
You see that? So then we had to play like a tricky move here.
Right.
Yeah, and then we win the queen. Spencer thought Rook A8, which he's right about,
pretty
but this
cool.
was easier. And then after here, you go check again, and then,
All right. Yeah. And then Rook A8.
and then you say, "Gotcha, bitch." Yeah.
Yeah. Good
Well,
puzzle.
that one
really
was
good.
Oh, that was good, Niels. You can't hurry, mate. No, you just have to wait. Yeah, that is good. 2,100 viewers out of nowhere. We had 1,100 like a minute ago.
But that wasn't Phil Collins.
Who isn't?
You can't
Hurry.
hurry.
It is.
Love.
He's a remake. He did the cover.
He
Oh, I
did?
didn't know that.
Yeah. That's yeah. He did a cover. Yeah.
Man.
He did a cover. It's really boring. You can't hurt. I mean, it's just nothing. Yeah.
He's the worst.
No, but I thought he was the
Very
worst,
bad,
but
very
he's
bad.
supremely not the worst. Something. Did indeed do a cover. And I think to myself, what a terrible singer. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm not. Yeah.
Right.
All right, next. What color am I? I'm black and I'm going this way? All right. You just have to wait. Da-da, da-da. Frankly, delicious. I think I solved it.
Is it a draw?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Then I solved it.
Yeah. I can't win.
All right. That's what I figured.
I like to win. NJ Crispy says Rook H1 mate easy.
Except for one thing.
Of the two worst people in Genesis, Phil Collins is both.
I don't know. The other one was pretty bad too.
But he left Genesis early. Oh. Any chance Titans get to the Super Bowl? There's a chance. iOS 7 Undead. Thanks for the sub.
Let's see.
Yeah, Peter Gabriel left to wait. I mean, Phil Collins never left, right? A very weird puzzle. It must be from a game.
Yeah, I mean it's all right. You just have to understand what's happening. That's all.
Homero Camargo, we shall look at that.
Yeah, he's got an idea actually.
Yeah.
Did you solve it already?
Yeah, well, I think. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be a perpetual. But White can try to win a little bit, but then it's still a perpetual.
Oh, I couldn't find a perpetual.
How does he try to win?
Rook
let me-
F2 check after
That
Rook
loses.
G1.
Yeah, but that's not trying to win. I take it, I'm threatening mate.
And then King H2.
Yeah,
and
but
that's
you,
still perpetual.
well, you might lose.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
All right, well,
you do lose.
Go ahead with this.
All right, so Rook
I don't
H1,
see
Rook
it.
H2, Rook G1, Rook G2, Rook.
You mean
I'm
Rook
sorry,
F2.
Rook F2.
King F2, King H2, Rook G2 check.
King H1.
Rook takes G3.
Ah, Okay, king H. I didn't see that.
Then if king H2, rook G4, QED. I take on F4.
Okay, you guys show us everything
That's
you guys
true,
were just
that's
talking
true,
about.
that's
I
true.
don't follow any.
Okay, so this is the first move.
Okay, I got that.
Okay, then he's going to queen. So you
Right.
go here, threatening mate.
Okay.
And then he moves his rook away and his draw.
All right, I was
Okay.
trying to make you draw harder, but it loses.
Well, I mean, but it's an easy draw
Right.
for, you know.
Darn,
still
I didn't.
Okay,
that
so this is-
so makes me so
This
mad. I
is
didn't
this
even
is
see
what
that
we were
was a
looking at was
mate.
rook here check. Problem is we're threatening mate.
I didn't see that they were threatening mate.
Right.
anytime.
So then after here, I won with black because I'm great.
Yeah, rook.
I play
check
here,
first.
and then here threatening mate, and then here threatening mate and takes, winning this pawn.
Yeah, and if I play king H3 instead of king H1, then rook G1 will win.
Well, I can just
Well, I
take my
can't
check.
see anything.
Or that's what I mean, is you take with check and then
Yeah,
rook
yeah.
H1 will win. Oh, no, you just go here.
Yeah, just
it's the
yeah.
same. It's the same.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah.
That makes me so mad. Now wait, let me see who's calling me.
They keep calling.
That was
me.
2107. Correct.
I can't
Yeah.
imagine who that is.
All right, go Karen.
All right, black to move.
Just have to wait.
All these things attacking each
I hate it when it's like that. Can't they all just get along?
other. right?
Mm-hmm. All right, I solved it. This one's like, I don't know, 2330?
Dang, I should solve it then. With my
Okay.
brain power.
It's tricky to find the right idea.
Okay.
I just found the right idea.
Gotta find the right idea.
Whenever somebody puts it, I'll know they cheated and we can ban them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
They
the way to
can't
do it.
solve it unless they're cheating.
This one does seem pretty tough.
Yeah. See, I have Nordvpn, so I solve them pretty quick. You can too. Why does someone get banned for cheating? What are you, Trump?
Right. That is what Trump would say. Well, he'd think that. You know.
When do I think COVID will end? Never. Just like the flu. It won't end.
Right.
But like in like 3 or 4 years, you'll just get a shot once a year like flu, and that'll be it. They'll just keep making new, there'll be a new variant. They'll give you a shot. Might take 3 or 4 years though.
They could try to double it up,
On the bubble up?
Yeah, a lot of times the vaccines do more than one thing.
Yeah, it's true.
A lot of times they do.
Man, Queen A6 does prove you're not cheating. Good job, Kangaroo. Yeah. He proved he wasn't
That move
cheating.
makes no sense. On
Right.
one,
Yeah.
it hangs his bishop.
Well,
Oh, but it trades. There.
yeah, you don't lose.
You don't lose a piece.
Well, you might lose because
I
I
mean,
have something
anything
else.
doesn't lose. Bishop C5 won't lose, or D1 won't lose. Nothing would lose. As far as I can see.
Every move loses. Yeah.
But how do we not just not lose, but rather win?
Crazy.
Like a philosophical question.
Crazy. Dun, 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 dun. Bishop C5, Bishop F2, Queen B6. Oh, after Bishop C5, Knight takes Queen. What are you talking about?
Well,
All right, we got some cheaters. Good.
I still can't. Yeah, I can't solve it. They must be cheating.
No,
I'll
just
never solve
one
it.
guy's cheating. Yeah. Most people are just like incredibly wrong. Frankly, terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna need some help.
Yeah, I have no idea at all. I mean, I guess
No.
I was like trying to take the queen and trap the knight, but that's not working.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right, now I have two
Queen
answers. I have to see why. I want to see why which one of them's wrong.
Queen C7, Queen C6. No, that's right. So Queen C7's the move. Because
Well,
Queen C6, Rook D1 wins.
My idea was Rook D1, Queen C7.
Okay.
So they couldn't play. Rook takes Rook and Queen E5. But actually, after Rook takes Rook, I can throw in Bishop takes Queen.
Yes.
So I don't see why this and this both don't
Okay, let's
win.
figure out the
But
refutation.
my answer was this. That's That was my answer. But I don't see why that doesn't win right now. So I have to think about it.
You just play.
They can't both win.
You just play Queen E5.
No, then rook takes rook and queen takes queen. Your rook's hanging.
Hold up, you're saying black's playing rook takes rook right now?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying if rook takes and rook takes queen c7, queen e5.
Yeah, I take it. Spin.
And right.
Yeah.
Right.
And with this, if you play queen e5, I just take this and
gotcha.
take this.
I
It's the
forgot
same
that
thing.
point. Yeah, I forgot about that. Forgot about Dre.
Wait, what is your answer again, Ben?
There are
I have two answers.
in
Oh.
question.
I don't understand why
Queen
neither one.
c7's the idea.
That's
but
my first
do we
answer.
trade rooks or not?
Right.
Oh! I know why this doesn't work. So I was right. My answer was right, and this one isn't. Spencer's gonna cry because I'm so good.
No, okay.
You ready?
Okay, show
Are
it.
you ready?
I'm ready.
Queen c2. And queen
just
c
defending,
and queen
yeah,
c1,
yeah.
but yeah.
Just defending.
Yeah, because the
rook.
queen's attacking the
That's
knight,
not
and the
overloaded.
rook is overloaded. So we just go
Yeah,
here, and the
yeah,
rook's not
yeah.
overloaded.
Yeah, that's a good defense.
So my original idea was correct,
That was tough, yeah.
but I didn't know why it was better than that until I saw that.
Should
Damn.
go on a...
I'm good at defending,
Wait,
but not good at attacking.
Explain it again.
Okay, if I play queen here, here's my threat: bishop takes queen.
Right.
If your queen moves away from your knight because your queen's attacked, then I take the rook. You take back, and I take your knight.
Oh, okay.
So when I play here, you have to move your queen where it's defending the knight. However, that's not true. The rook is defending the knight, so this queen has to defend this rook. So if rook takes rook, I take with the queen, and my rook is still defending my knight.
That's why you got to trade rooks first while the queen
Right.
won't be able to
So
defend.
I
so,
see.
so I go here, and then here, and then take this,
yeah.
and so forth.
Okay.
And here's the idea. That's only 2196, but that's more difficult than that.
Yeah.
The idea is, if you want to move the queen and keep this defended, you have to go here, but your knight's pinned. So you don't, so you're losing a rook.
Okay.
Yeah, queen c7. I think queen c1 also works. Yep, queen c2 and queen c1 are okay, and otherwise white resigns. It's funny that I saw this, but I didn't see and this, but I didn't. I kept trying to protect my knight. But anyway.
Dorf says, "Can you please explain again as if I was 5 years old?"
This is a little tough for the...
It was a hard
because
one. It was hard.
I show this to 5-year-olds and they solved it immediately. No. Okay. So this is a removing the defender problem. The reason it's difficult is the knight is defended twice, attacked 0 times. So we remove one defender, check. Now I'm attacking your queen, you're attacking my queen, we're a happy family. Now when I go here, I'm attacking your knight and your queen. So if your queen moves away from your knight, and that's what it did, then I go here. I win a knight. You can't let me take this, and the only way to move your queen and defend your knight. Now about 20% of you think this is a way to do it, but you miss bishop takes queen. About 20%. About 20%. And the only place you can move your queen where it still defends your knight and doesn't hang your queen is here. And then the knight's pinned. Oh, give me the knight. Now, if you play the other way, queen c7, now the rook can defend the knight and the queen can defend the rook. So there's not an overloaded issue. There is an overworked issue. If I had previously traded these rooks, which is the right answer, then I could take the knight. Now if I trade rooks, take with the queen, and you're still defending the knight, and fortuitously, the queen is defending the rook, otherwise rook a8 would win. And I think white only has one move here. Yeah, knight c4. And then everything's, is Kovacevic, the grandmaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you like that? Take on Kovacevic?
Yes.
There's a song, it's a pop song, and the only reason for the song is so the guy can say copacetic like 8 times.
He just learned it,
Yeah, do you know the song I'm talking about?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, he says copacetic over and over. That's the whole purpose of the song.
What, and who's the song by?
Nobody knows.
Oh, you could sing it for us.
Yeah, it's, just a second. Yeah, how's that song go? It's not good. He says copacetic a lot. Bad religion? Well, that's a misnomer. That's, what's the word?
Redundant.
Yeah, that's redundant. Oh, snap.
Anyways, can we do another puzzle?
Yeah. let's
No,
keep it
anything
going.
but that.
Get
That
it
puzzle was
going.
way harder than
Yeah,
2196.
that was a tough one.
Never
And
been
move
so
order
angry.
Trick and even Queen C.
Yeah, it's bound for the floor by local H. Turn your sound off because you're always playing music by accident. Then we get banned.
It's off, I believe. I was just seeing if anybody called.
Bound for the floor by local H is correct. Yeah, he says keep it copacetic like 80 times. Terrible.
That's a good way to keep it, though.
All right. Go, Karen. And stay there.
Yeah, the last one was hard.
Okay, I got it.
What?
I have 4 cans of Perrier and 2 bottles of Perrier next to me. And that's from the last hour.
It's a lot of Perrier.
This one's like 2,080 or something. Something.
Yeah, this one's pretty straightforward, huh?
Yeah, the only purpose of that song is for him to say copacetic. He got some mental, so forth.
I don't know, Quizhead, that might not be right.
Looks like I'm white.
Right.
Blundered
yeah.
a piece for nothing, and then I win
No,
by
but
accident.
this is like your Gant Balashov game.
Well,
Like in that way.
yeah, if it
The way that me, Leo
Levy's
said.
down a queen.
That was almost right, Jingo. You only made one typo there, I think.
Levy's opponent's +9, and he's up a queen. I moved 26.
But you're right. Just don't make a typo.
Yeah. It says if Levy loses the next 3 games, he gets the GM norm.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what he thought.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's the way to do it.
Yeah. Truth hurts.
Backdoor your way in there like Magnus,
Mm-hmm.
Karen, can you be my chess coach?
How's that cheater doing?
No.
That looks like a draw.
If I were, better.
It's funny when the cheaters don't cheat.
That is
When they
funny.
cheat, they're 2,700, and when they don't cheat, they're 2,000.
Yeah.
It's hard to cheat now. They keep an eye on you. Let's see. Does Dobby have 9 draws yet?
I like how the end of your line was Queen takes King. You're right. It's Queen takes King at the
Let's
end.
see if Abby has 9
move.
draws.
And then what you do is you take your queen, you knock the king over, replace it, checkmate.
They've played 2 rounds, and Abby has 9 draws.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, true too.
Isn't it? Okay, so wouldn't the first move be Rook takes H7?
Okay, continue.
And then again, Rook takes H7.
He's going back, turn
But
around,
then I
back it
wasn't
up.
sure
He's
about
gonna
this.
back that up.
So
Ooh, can I get a
was
thing before I die?
thinking it maybe Queen H3, but
Just look at all your checks.
all my checks. What's
Yeah, every
going on
move
down
is
there?
checked.
No, he
It's
meant
like-
get your wallet out and look at your
What's
checks.
wrong?
All right, because I wrote
I
the
need to
answer
plug my
into your
phone in.
checkbook,
Okay.
Did it. Hey, you're kicking it too. Kick it.
Okay. So,
They said Queen F8. That's funny.
Close. Just backwards,
I think they meant like that
Yeah,
will
maybe,
eventually.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
If they said it at the very beginning, I would have believed it.
oh, you could just go Rook H8.
There it is. Deflection and
Yeah,
attraction.
and then Queen F8. Yeah, it took me a second to see that. I couldn't see it until we'd already done the other moves.
What move?
Chess riddle. There he is.
Rook H8.
She got it. Yeah, she got it.
Here? Well, then it's just king here, rook here, draw.
Maybe they will play that, actually.
Ah, he took.
Dang it.
Yeah.
That's not as funny.
If king here, then queen here is also
Still
made if he
made,
doesn't take the rook.
Man, it's hot in here.
So take off all. It's not
it is
hot in here.
not hot.
I think it's because this is
Not
so
hot.
thick.
Yeah.
This is very
it's
thin.
got, it's gonna be like 55 in here.
This dress is
58 maybe.
for cold weather.
All right. More puzzles.
This looks like I would have this with white. Isolated queen pawn. Except tactically losing, I wouldn't do that.
You sure?
Let's
Yes.
see.
All right.
Like to move.
Sounds like a good idea.
Okay. But I'm I got the right answer. Just gotta make sure here,
Yeah, I got it.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm definitely right. I knew it the whole time. I just wanted to make sure, because there are some options. Yeah. But this one is only confusing because there's so many options. Otherwise, it's relatively simple.
Can you get me a Perrier from the fridge?
Yeah,
it's
I'll
going
get
to be
a
a
drink
bottle
too, huh?
I mean, this fridge.
Oh, this fridge?
Yeah, there's Perrier.
Dang.
You can go upstairs and get me a Perrier. That's colder upstairs.
Especially since I think I got this right. So.
Yeah, you go upstairs. There's a colder Perrier there.
All right, well, I'll do that. Do you want anything, Karen?
I'm good.
Yeah, you can get a Perrier. Yeah. Nordvpn just makes sure that nobody steals my Perrier. It's Spencer. Hooray. Ooh, that's cold. Cold-blooded.
Cold-blooded. How's it going, Jay Wolfant? Not quite, Jingo.
There hasn't been one right answer.
Because you got your at the
There are
end
a
your
lot of
bishop's hanging on
options.
e7.
The reason they're not right is they give one line that works, but they're not playing the best defense for white as per usual.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, if white plays this move, I win.
Actually, Jingo did play the right defense, but didn't answer it right. So he tried.
Right? Yeah, that's right. Nobody has given.
He's doing the best.
Yeah, nobody's given the right first move for white except him, and then nobody gave the right second move for black.
Right, trying.
They're
is the first
just
step to
like
failure.
this line, which black wins, and then there's no other lines. Then they go,
Yeah. What to do?
yeah. They're just like, I don't know. I go here, and he'll play the line I want him to.
And while the rest of them are just twiddling their thumbs.
Yeah.
That's what they're like.
Hey, we should probably start watching XQC Grand Theft Auto 5.
Right.
Or maybe it's a V. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Why does Chessbra have 541 viewers? Do they have Rufus and Doofus on
Hey,
their
I
stream?
rated them the other day.
They might have Rufus and
But
Doofus
I
on
didn't
their
have
stream.
enough viewers or raiders, so it didn't say anything. I think you have to have a lot of raiders.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I know that I've seen that on some big streams that they don't announce them. Maybe
Thank
that
you,
was
Paul.
one.
Drink water.
Farty Party with the incorrect notation. Thanks, 11 years. You're the
But close enough.
You have the most ears. We still knew what you meant. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to always do that.
I don't know. This was just
Okay.
too many choices.
So
You have to identify the target.
you
which
got
is
this
definitely
action,
I
right?
see that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you have to remove a defender of this. What's defending that? This and this. See?
Right.
So remove one of them.
Professor, but
You're saying
Thank you
take
for
the
something.
bishop?
Yeah, because then you've taken a piece, and C3 is insufficiently protected.
Right.
It's attacked twice. And,
Oh,
okay.
But he's
So I don't know if
gonna
he's
take,
going to play Queen D2 or Bishop D5. I hope he plays Bishop D5.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, good.
That's
So
the
now,
trickiest move.
now if you take back on D5, I take this, and that's it. There's nothing going on. And if you take with the queen, suggested by the gawking rabble, they thought knight takes queen, rook takes, but then I take this with check. And then I guess black's better, maybe. Maybe not after rook here. Maybe not
I
better.
see.
Right. So here you have one move that wins. And finally, somebody suggested it, but they did the wrong notation.
Right.
They typoed.
So here it's black's move, and you're saying one.
Yeah, and you have one move that wins.
One move.
See.
He wrote knight
He meant
E3,
knight F3.
bishop takes
He meant knight
knight.
F3, which is also.
But then he
ridiculous.
said bishop takes knight.
Yeah, bishop takes F3.
Oh, okay. I mean, anything takes it. What?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Just a ridiculous variation.
What?
That's all.
Yeah. The word for today is non sequitur.
Frankly. Agreed.
I don't know.
Okay, so what you'd like to do is play queen takes and then checkmate him.
Right.
But his knight will take you. I wish his knight wouldn't take me.
Oh, so just sack it.
Oh, give me the knight. Always
Okay.
sack the exchange. Yeah.
Always active. Hitting the queen.
Now,
So you have to play
if he
queen
takes the knight, you're down material, but then you checkmate him. So you can't take the
I was
knight.
just so focused on losing.
No.
That was
it's two bishops
2206.
against
And here's the
knockouts.
other line.
Totally
The other line is
crushing.
takes. Now, Karen,
Yes.
okay, so this is, we looked at this. That's what the computer did. Okay, now we're going to look at this. Do you take with the knight or the rook? It's not even a trick question.
Knight or the rook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, chat's not as
Rook.
dumb as they look.
Rook.
Agreed.
Agreed what?
Well, rook takes is right.
Yeah, but they said same. They
Yeah,
said, the
same
guy
as-
said doesn't matter.
Same
Oh,
as
okay.
before.
Rook.
I thought he meant. I
I
thought he meant that these are the same. Right.
No,
You take
no.
with the rook, and the reason is you're up a piece. So if he wants to get back the piece, he takes this, and your rook is hanging, but it's the same deviled egg here,
Right.
and then it's the same mate. So it transposes.
Nice.
So knight takes d2 wins because it removes the defender.
Pretty nice puzzle.
Lots of remove the defender. Yeah,
There were so many options. It was confusing.
That's what I
that
said.
was the point.
That's
yeah.
what I said at the beginning. There's a lot.
That's
Yeah.
how. That's why they did that.
But you know, understanding the idea that it's correct is not difficult.
No, I saw your solution and it was wrong, and you cheated. Otherwise, good job. If you were a sub, I would have said it was right. Yeah, you gave the solution. You know where. You only gave the black moves because you didn't care what white did. That's funny. Yeah. Only subs give
that
the
makes
right
sense,
answer.
yeah.
That's correct. All right, you're all banned. Banned on the run. This one's too hard.
I feel like we've seen this one before.
Yeah.
Well, at least similar ones.
You're black because it says so.
To me.
And you're going that way.
Yeah.
Banned on the run.
Agreed. Agreed with Wong Hao.
It's Montana Chess. He was our biggest donor, but he donated so much that was the end of it. I think he donates to somebody else more.
Montana.
I guess
Chess.
basically anybody. Yeah. Yeah, he got mad at me, Montana Chess,
Yeah.
because he donated something I wouldn't accept. He got furious. He wanted to donate ranch dressing, but I can't eat ranch because lives on a Montana ranch.
Right.
Not a good joke, but
No.
sort of
Wasn't
funny.
your best.
No. Yeah, he gave us like $1,000 or so. He did something crazy once. Yeah.
If you can afford to give $1,000, how do you live in Montana?
A lot of here's what this
I
is.
was actually thinking
I
I would
got to tell
totally
you some
live in
Rita
Montana.
stories. Rita, I was talking to my
Montana
mom
sounds
today,
nice.
and she's like, all the celebrities now live in Montana or Wyoming. Then she said,
Yeah.
tell Spencer
Oh, that's me.
that she now likes Ray Charles, and previously she didn't.
I do remember that Ron and I were talking about how great Ray Charles was.
Right.
And she's like, he's not that good.
Right.
And I was like, he's got like 13 Grammys or
And
something.
then Louis Armstrong, she still
Yeah.
doesn't like him.
Okay. I mean,
She doesn't like his singing. She's like,
like
is it a joke?
too stylized for
Yeah,
her.
she doesn't like it.
I can understand that, I guess.
Donated the Bitcoin for Blitzcoin with Danya. What's that, like $35,000?
Oh, snap.
That is a good donation. A Bitcoin.
I am not a vegan.
It was $35,000 when you donated it, and now it's $300. Oh snap! Gotcha, Bitcoin. They're not my sponsor, so if they were, then
Then you'd be like Matt Damon.
it would be. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, fortune. There's 4 words you have to say that have been known throughout history. Fuck you, Matt Damon. Oh snap. Etc. First move.
I'm confused.
The
about
first
First
move's
move's
too
the
tough, I
easiest
think.
move in the history of chess. You can't find an easier
How
puzzle.
are you guys saying the opposite? He said it was tough.
I
He's
was
kidding.
just kidding.
He's kidding.
Well, I think you would play the right first move here, Karen. So why don't you just shout it out?
Or so just take it. The
Here?
night? No.
Yeah, obviously
The
take the
knight.
knight. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
but
this
I.
is the move.
Well, you have to take the
Okay,
knight.
But I was trying to find the whole thing.
No, you'll never do
Yeah,
that.
right.
But I don't. Okay, well, let me keep looking.
Now what are you up to
I
here?
don't know. That's what I was looking
Well,
at.
you got to think. I showed this to Aretha Franklin, and then she died.
Now we did like a lot of puzzles, in the
know
last
it.
couple weeks, and we've had this exact position at least twice.
Has any
I wouldn't
celebrity
remember that.
Yeah,
I mean, come
but
on.
I mean,
has any celebrity not died in the last 2 weeks? Like every
Right.
celebrity just dies every day. There's these celebrities dying. Must be a lot of
right, like
celebrities.
we went to a funeral.
We
just
had
today.
somebody that in our real life died.
This is funny. My mom's like, "Did you hear so and so died?" And I did. It was like the least famous celebrity that died.
Yeah,
Ronnie Spector died.
don't even know who that is.
Right. Just like she was the head of the Ronettes. Just like Ronnie sang, "Be my little baby."
All right.
It's not even her song, but she.
Right.
Yeah.
Referenced her.
She was
So
married
that's
to
good.
the guy who went to jail for murder. Phil
Gonna have to be
Spector.
more Oh, okay.
Ronnie Spector, Phil
Now,
Spector.
now it's all full
Yeah.
circle here. Huh?
So then you just said King E2. Right?
Correct.
Yeah.
There it is.
Hooray!
Did it.
And then?
And then.
Yeah, anything but King E3 was wrong.
King
This
F-
is right.
King F2.
Ugh, he takes the pawn. No.
Oh, yeah.
Boo.
Sorry. Okay, so it's. Let me see if King E3 works. Yeah, because then you. Oh, yeah, King
Well, you have to
E3.
defend your pawn. Yeah.
And then you take their pawn.
Nice.
All
Classic trebuchet.
Yeah.
See, he just said it. Right. Yeah,
Sil-
we did learn
Silman,
this from
Silman did
yeah.
teach me
No,
nothing.
I'm a little bit. Well, I'm a little bit tipsy from my beer.
It's all coming full
Now,
specter,
which
yes.
chess teacher that talks about this spoke in class today?
Which chess
I know.
teacher
I do know
Who
it.
taught this spoke in class today?
class?
Class today.
What class?
Jeremy spoke in
Oh,
class today. Also,
I
Tigran
figured it out.
Petrosian. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of whoever they are. Pearl Jam.
All right, go, Karen.
Yeah, I like.
Okay,
Pearl
I
Jam.
solved it.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Brett
it.
said
Well,
he wanted me to sing that song.
Gotta figure out one thing.
You do.
Hey, something
Not
up,
really.
Tucker.
Yeah.
All right, Black to Mave. Let me see if I can do
I mean, I
it.
know the first move. Then we
Right,
have
right.
to think after.
Yeah,
his
there's
first
some
move.
trickery there. Right?
Not much.
So you think
some.
it's real easy?
The first
The
move
first
is
move is
easy, but
obvious.
He does have White has.
It's
some
easy
ideas,
because you
but
just
it's
you can
still
just
gonna-
ignore.
Yeah, you can always. Yeah.
I think the wrong answer is not ignoring, but maybe not ignoring also wins.
I don't know what it's gonna play on move 2 there because
Yeah, or move one.
could have, or that's what I mean. Yeah, move 1.
Knight takes D4
Or two.
easy, says the weirdo. All right,
That's
let's
a good
try it.
move.
Let's try it. Oh, it won't let me. Darn.
Oh dang!
I know
it
he
must
was.
be
He,
a bug.
he was kidding.
It must be a bug in the
Just
system.
kidding.
That's why you can't trust the system.
Now, for several $1 trillion, Karen,
Yeah.
what opening is this?
Well, I don't like you asked me that when I'm trying to figure out the
Yeah.
other thing.
We'll ask Spencer.
So
It's a Fromm's gambit.
you
Yes.
can ask me at the end if you don't. But I can't do two things at once. Can't even do the one thing. But I love to know that. But if you don't mind asking that at the end,
Asking what?
It's
what
King's
opening?
I didn't ask
Gambit.
anything.
It's King. You think it's King's Gambit with the pawn on e2? Come on.
Yeah, King's Gambit
Come
with this
on.
here. Yeah. The fromage gambit. Very cheesy answer.
Fromage.
I get
Yeah.
it. Not really, but yeah. It's close.
This is the London. That's correct.
It's a reverse Sicilian, yes.
It's hard to play Sicilian Dragon when your pawn's
Oh,
here.
yeah.
It's tough.
And on seat 7, too.
Yeah, this
Also here.
is obvious. I don't even see the first thing.
Well, you gotta play a forcing move, so what forcing moves you got? You don't even have a legal check. Probably.
Yeah,
make
no
sure.
checks. Buenos no
Buenos
checks.
no check.
And this is illegal.
Right.
So
Oh, you could if you take the pawn with your queen.
There it is.
there you go.
Because you might make
You
it.
might- you might.
Yeah, you might. Okay, right. So
And
I
then
was
he
wondering
took
if you would
that.
do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know if we only had
Now
one.
here's
winning
what
move
here's
here,
the way
though.
to find the right move. Do what you do when I'm telling a joke on stream.
What? I don't want.
What do you do when I tell a joke on stream?
Know.
You ignore me. Right. So after this, just ignore it. Oh, snap. Yeah, the reason you ignore it is because if you play the obvious bishop d7, you take and you have queen h4.
But
So this is why knight takes knight.
so I don't need to worry about the discovered.
Well, I mean, you have to do that because there's no other move.
What knight
Right,
move are you
okay.
afraid of?
Otherwise,
I don't know.
rook takes pawn takes queen here, and then
Yeah,
that's the end of your
exactly.
pawn.
Okay.
So you got.
That's why you opened up
take.
with the knight to,
Yeah.
to go laterally to h4.
It looks like this is a good move because sometimes you do that in these positions.
Right.
But since he
Yeah.
can take the queen and go here, that makes it not good.
You gotta
Okay.
play queen h1.
I see.
Yeah, his knight checks are shallow and pedantic.
Yeah.
You agree?
I agree.
Those always
and
scare
so does
me.
Ringo there.
A lot.
Right.
Just discovered.
Don't put a pin on it. That's why you got to put a ring on it.
But this is tough because even though there's discovered checks, you can like block with your bishop hitting the queen, and also
True.
his bishop's hanging on f1, so he's got like problems here, and you won a rook.
We've all got
Okay.
problems, little
Right.
baby,
Well,
but you have to
they
cry
change.
about them.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is
Na, na,
definitely
na,
gonna
na,
win.
na,
Yeah.
na, I made
Yeah.
you eat your parents. All right. What show?
That's South Park,
Oh,
right?
man, Karen knows your South Park.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen part of an
Now,
episode.
in that episode, Scott Tenorman tells Cartman he has to go to the Pube Festival.
Right.
Classy.
Classy
Right.
stuff.
That's right.
Classy
That's
show.
no, hold on. And Cartman got mad, right?
Yeah.
Because he went and there's so then that's why he made him eat his parents. That was his revenge.
Yeah.
Oh, there was several reasons.
There were right. Yeah.
But that was one
Yeah.
of them.
Chili's pretty good. Yeah.
I couldn't get
Right.
past that annoying laugh that one of the characters had.
Yeah, it sounds like Cartman.
I couldn't take it.
Probably another cartoon. All right,
I
go
don't think
Karen.
so. It isn't.
Made
It's
you
like,
eat your parents.
Oh, I solved it. I solved it
What?
so fast. Yes.
I have a question.
I'm 1,000,000% sure.
But I have a question.
Did I solve it?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
hang
yeah.
on, let me see. I might
I got
have
this
an
one so
idea.
fast. Be like, if it was Puzzle Rush, I'd solve it real quick, and the chat would be like, whoa.
Yeah, I just got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is pretty cool. But you can see why I was so
Anything you
confident
want.
about
You
it.
got it.
You know. I guess so, Luke. I guess so.
I watched South Park in 10 years. Yeah, Levy
Right.
wasn't doing well when I last looked.
Not quite. If the kangaroo does that say kangaroo? It's kind of hard to see, but not quite. Not quite at all.
All right. I replied with his joke with a funnier joke, although it's probably not funnier.
I mean, I
But it
kind of
is a
have.
joke, at
I
least.
can't quite calculate. Seems like knight c4 check. is the
Correct.
first.
Looks good.
And he goes, but I
Easy
couldn't.
enough.
Now you
Right,
get
this
it.
is-
Probably
the
rook
tough
a4.
You bad think? No.
Oh,
No,
oh,
you gotta
no.
think he's right.
Okay, let me think.
Remember to look at every check.
Let's see. Here it is.
Oh, wait. Okay, I think I have.
Man, there's good and there's not good. Levy's doing not good.
There, then he goes
You see the queen down one?
Yeah.
Dang, that's
Plus
not good.
9.
there.
Being
Okay,
down a
so
queen is
it's
tough.
No.
knight C1 check.
Yes.
Boom shakalaka.
Yeah. One legal move.
And then rook B2.
What?
Correct.
Canty does not have the best chest tattoo. I don't know, maybe he does.
2361. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
you did do
You
it.
did good.
It's the Arabian mate.
Mm-hmm.
You had to sacrifice an Arabian knight for that. Aren't you impressed with how quickly I solved it? Come on.
1919
Yeah.
viewers. Aw, we lost like 1,000 viewers after so many viewers there were. Damn. Harsh.
That's my kind of puzzle because White only has one legal move every move.
I
I like
can't
that.
help
I'm
it. I'm
definitely gonna
slow.
solve it.
I didn't start playing chess till I was in my 40s. Now, come on. Give me a break.
No, you played like your brother and your dad taught you.
Well, I knew
Right,
the
she
basic
invented the
rules,
fork.
but I didn't know about
and you,
passant.
en passant, this illegal thing you invented. Here, I got
But I'm
this.
saying I didn't
got
really,
this like
you
3
know.
hours ago.
All right, let's see.
Big money, no whammy, stop. $20 from Labib 2911. Here's some money for South Park reference.
That's a high rating.
I want to
29
thank
on
you in the South Park way for that $20. Suck my balls. Oh, you didn't hear me? I'm sorry. What I said was, suck my balls. If I don't get another 20 for that.
I mean,
Mr. Garrison. Right, he said Mr. Garrison when I said it when he typed it.
you're not making me love the show anymore.
I only know like the first 8 seasons of South Park. The last 15 I don't know.
I like Mr. Garagold.
I know so.
Yeah.
And so forth.
Let me try this other check. Let's see.
Is
Try
Levy a
another
good
check's
IM?
idea.
You know, you have to send him a message, and if he gets back to you, then yeah.
And he'll say I am.
Is he Popeye the Sailor Man? Man, there's so many checkmates depending on what he does.
Right,
That's
right.
really cool.
But I did find the first 2 moves. That's for sure.
Yeah, and the third move. Big money, no whammy, stop. $20 is my guess. $9.99. Ryoko TK. What does that say?
I can't read a.
Something them. Well, I can read it if I go here.
Oh, that loses a
right.
queen.
I was
suck
clicking on the
them,
wrong
maybe.
thing, and then the whole stream is broken.
Wait, so what checks were you looking at, Karen?
That one was dumb.
Present-
I'm looking at 985
present
and
them.
I
Oh,
said
present them.
Ah.
Right. I remember it. That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Present
On
them.
my right, I got Lonzo, and on my left, I got LaMelo. And their brother has the craziest name of
Is
all.
it 985?
No.
Almost.
What's their brother's name? He
it's
plays
not
for
almost,
Greensboro
it's
in the
not.
G League.
Well, what other night check could there be?
I was
Somebody
thinking
look that up.
98, 98.
He has a sillier name than them.
Rook to E8 if they take it. So Queen F7 checks.
Yeah, look, Leangelo is
I
Lonzo
looked at that
and
exact
LaMelo's
move.
brother.
Well,
Yeah.
hang on, we're talking. So I looked at that exact move, but I thought
Carmelo.
It's just for Queen F7 forking.
Oh, that was the only.
The king and rook.
I got
Knight
confused.
H5, he can
Bar
go
is
king
correct.
H8, and then you got
I got
Buenos no
confused
checks.
about which square the rook was on, and so I even said, "Oh, that
That'll
hangs
do
the
it.
queen." All right, I got it. I didn't have it, but
All right,
I
now,
almost had it.
Assuming I'm right.
right,
Knight H8.
Mepex, you stole what I was just going to say. So they got Leangelo ball with Lonzo and LaMelo, the 3 brothers. Okay, they're just 3 brothers. Anyway, so a Wonder's brother is a Dream, and the 3rd brother has a normal name. Not related to a Wonder or a Dream, just something like Joe or something. All right.
Getting
You got to
some
stop with
texts.
this so we can do chess.
Yeah, come
you're
on.
forfeited when you look at your phone
Hang
during
on one
chess.
second.
He's out. She's looking on Stockfish. I could see her.
I know. All right. Now, the reason knight here is better than knight here, okay, is when the king goes here, okay, I said if the king goes there, then the knight's blocking the rook.
Yeah, so King H8 is answered by
Right, so you
mate
go here, obviously.
in 2 or 3.
Yeah, and now you can take this with check,
Right,
which
attraction.
I assume is right. Yeah. Now let me show you the important variations.
I got confused
Okay.
about which square the rook was on.
Now, this rook, or this rook. Which one?
Rook on D8. Clearly.
D8? Okay. I don't know.
What was the question?
Which rook were you confused about?
Oh, the one on D8.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if you play here, okay, you got that? Now the rook is being blocked by the knight. So you can force your opponent to always play bishop f8, right? And then it's checkmate, which is pretty cool.
But they can
Oh,
claim
yeah.
a win by playing bishop f8.
Okay, now,
That's pretty cool.
if you play here, then you just have to check first and then do it again.
Again.
Okay. Now, here's the other mate that's cool. If he goes here,
Upward.
yeah, and you check, and they go here, you have a cool mate here, too. I guess you have more than one cool mate.
You should have a normal
Rook
mate.
H5. No.
That's a queen.
But yeah.
Oh, I
Queen
didn't
H5,
see
Queen
that was
H5.
mate. I thought the king could go here.
Sorry, Queen H5.
This was the mate I had.
Also, Queen G7's mate.
Was
Yeah, but I didn't see any of those.
Queen
What about
G7's
Queen
mate
H5?
one.
I didn't see any of those mates.
And
Now,
Queen
what if you
H5's
go
mate.
here?
Lots of
Then I go
mates.
checkmate.
And there, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's another one.
Yeah, I saw this one.
Also, it
I
says
didn't see
everything
that
is
one.
mate.
I didn't see that one.
Checkmate. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
saw the one I said.
Now, if you play here, which looks more normal, now after this, the engine actually likes black.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Because with
Why
the
no
knight's
snow
here,
checks?
you have mate. But now that the
Right.
knight's not there, f8 is defended too much. And you can't play queen f6 with what you're thinking, because the knight can take. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet I can guess this opening.
Two knights?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what
That's
I
what
thought
I
it
was
was.
gonna say.
I thought it was two knights a long time ago. Yeah.
I dialed 911 a long time ago.
Yeah, that was.
I
like
can't
that
see
one.
mate in one, but mate in two, mate in three. Yeah. All right, it's time for the second train.
Another
It's been time for the second train for a while. All right, let's go,
Yay.
people. If you can call
Train
yourselves.
number 2.
All right, go, Karen.
All right, white to move.
Who?
Wait.
Delicious.
No, not quite. This one seems like it should be easy, huh?
Nothing's easy.
But it just said it seems like it should be.
Correct. And yet,
Seeming is believing. I've always believed that. Oh, it's an amount of bits.
$6.99 Meepex. Thank you. Spencer streamed last night at 2:30 in the morning. Why'd you miss it?
Yeah.
I haven't solved it yet. I've never been so embarrassed. Oh, I solved
You
it.
can always catch the video on demands. So it's no big
The
deal.
second
friend.
move was hard for me because it was too easy.
I still didn't solve it yet.
That's because you don't see the second move. You see the first move. This one's going to be like 2,000.
Oh, yeah, I solved it.
Terrible.
I solved it, yeah.
God, Misha, every
Yeah.
move bad and illegal.
Other than that, it's good analysis, though, right?
Yeah. The illegal move's the funniest one.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. But this is a tough one for you to solve, I think.
Yeah, I could barely solve it, and I'm barely a GM. So you think this is a...
I think it's going to be low rated.
No, I'm thinking, is this like an open Rui?
Oh, the opening.
Yeah, probably not.
No, not with that structure on the queen side.
Why not? Play D4?
Oh, an open Rui, right?
Yeah.
I got confused.
Yeah, probably not.
Still, yeah, unlikely. Yeah, hard to tell what the opening could be. Nobody knows.
Let's go, people. We need a train. Thanks, Karpov. Now we need one more 100 cent to do or more. And we got the train going. 1,300 viewers. What else?
You know, it could be a Rosalimo.
I showed this to Betty White, and she couldn't solve it. But, she died trying.
No.
Man, truth hurts. NJ Crispy gifting 5 subs. Just like Ronnie sang.
I don't know. Let me somehow.
Well, never play.
I mean, I figured there has to be a check in there, but
F6.
I couldn't see what to
The
do.
second move, which is easy, it took me forever to find
Agree,
it.
me too.
Because I was looking at other moves. I didn't look at the
But
easy
you have a
move.
simple way to win material here.
Yeah, I was looking for complicated. Terrible.
Right.
Let's
Just
see.
it's like easy as pie.
Lesotho.
And it's also as easy, it's a cakewalk. So it's 2 desserts.
Easy as pie.
and a cakewalk. You know, so don't fritter away your time here on this. And then he always complains nobody laughs at his jokes.
Well, it's hard to listen to jokes and solve the puzzle.
But then why didn't he laugh? He doesn't have to solve the puzzle.
That's true. Okay.
I heard you say fritter and it was a joke. But what'd you say before
I said
that?
it's easy as pie.
Oh, easy as pie.
Filter
Easy.
it out.
Yeah, I heard the
you know,
cakewalk.
Yeah, there it is.
Solve the puzzle. It's hard enough already.
Frankly,
what am I supposed to do? Not tell jokes? I already solved it.
I don't
Yay,
know.
thanks, Party Party.
I'm fine with it because you were complaining about him, not
That's
me.
true.
This guy said, do you know why Michael Jackson was bad at chess? And then he said he couldn't decide if he wanted to be black or white. But I have a better answer.
It doesn't matter.
I'm trying to watch this.
He was too busy raping
Or
boys.
do this.
No. That's good.
That's why. He didn't have time.
I only got 4 hours of sleep last night, or even maybe a little
I
less.
can't get to sleep.
Lawful waffle. Thank you for noticing.
Truth hurts.
But I am in my jammies, so that's good.
In your jammy jams?
All right.
What Nirvana song did little kids play when Michael Jackson came over?
That's too easy.
I know.
I mean, what happens if he plays F5? I just don't really see what.
So here's what the
If
deal is.
F5, then I would take stuff.
Anyways, Rook
But you take
G8
stuff.
is defended twice, and you can remove both defenders.
Yeah, see, if you take that, they can
Just
take
takes back.
this way and this way. You can remove both of them.
Yeah. Remove both the defenders.
Bussy 69.
Michael Jordan was innocent. Agreed. He's not
probably-
innocent of asking people about their underwear.
Michael
on
Jordan's
airplanes.
probably, guilty of illegal gambling.
Well, that doesn't even matter. I don't care about that.
Michael Jackson died during a chess
Scam.
camp I was
guess
giving in
you have
North
to take the
Carolina.
bishop,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
Which
they're
way?
forcing.
Check. That's why you
So
have
you
to
get
play
a check.
F6 check first, so that
Right.
bishop.
Yeah, the
is
rook
also
can't
check.
take because the rook on G8's hanging.
But it will take.
Yeah.
Now we're a knight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got
Darn,
100
I
pass
don't know.
pawns.
I've seen that kind of puzzle before. It's just too hard.
Man, black played bishop F8 and white's winning? How's that?
He did move
Probably
every pawn.
Theo Gantos, probably some of our Mubot commands could be tweaked and wordsmithed a little.
Some kind of dragon, huh? I mean, reverse dragon. Not really. But
All right, white to move.
English. Actually, black spawn structure makes
Hey,
no
this
sense.
is my last puzzle because I think I am going to go karaoke.
Okay.
Are you guys going to carry on, Wayward
Ugh,
Sons?
I hope not.
Well, I do need to go home and sleep soon.
Because, I'm just slowing it down anyway.
Go hype train. Or what's the material here? It's equal material? Why is this a puzzle?
All right, but shouldn't black just resign?
Yeah, what's
Because
going
the
on
position
here?
is so terrible.
Oh, I know why it's a puzzle. Okay, I figured it out.
Oh, we're down 2 pawns.
No, I know why it's a puzzle. Yeah. I thought every legal move won, but only one does.
One move.
Oh, so white only has
Like
White
every
don't-
puzzle.
I mean, no, it's every puzzle.
one.
White only
Two.
has.
Yeah.
Only, what is it?
Levy
But I do
lost. I
understand
don't believe
how
Levy.
it's
Well, wait a minute. Levy was better.
Like you have a totally winning move that wins a bunch of material. Right on the spot.
Okay, 2 more losses in a row, and Levy gets the GM norm. Gotta lose 3 in a row. One time in a tournament they hit over Thanksgiving, like in Philly, I think.
That's a good
Levy
idea.
lost 3 games in a row. You know what I said to him? It ain't cool being no jive turkey so close to Thanksgiving, because 3 strikes in a row in bowling is a turkey.
I
True
did
story.
need that explained, so
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
I've
Turkey's,
had it explained before, but I still needed it explained.
Yeah.
I think I can remember it this time. I think I got it.
what? No.
She meant the
The
joke.
jive turkey.
Oh, I thought you meant here.
No,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't have it.
I'm trying to see how Levy lost because I don't believe it. God damn. I believe it now.
He's down a queen.
Yeah, bishop d6, bishop c5 is annoying. Yeah. Plus 25, plus 100, plus 105.
It dropped down to 99.
I know, then went up.
All right, now it's gone
In the
up.
final position, Levy's down 120. Man, tough.
Bang.
And his opponent's a beginner. No, his opponent's pretty good. He's from Moldova.
Dang,
Damn.
Moldova's tough.
So
His name is Shitko.
Is
Not
the
even
first-
kidding.
Yeah.
Is the first move bishop takes?
No,
rook?
No, because then he'll take back.
No.
But we can make a little pit stop.
Oh, I didn't see that other bishop there. Okay, pit stop.
This guy did a pit stop. Dagupati.
Yeah. Doggy potty.
I coached him at the World Youth before you guys were born.
I don't know. Then rook takes on d7.
That's not a pit stop.
No.
With the bishop.
Well, I'm gonna need some help.
All right. So here, pay attention. If you take, then knight takes. You agree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it's always a forcing move. It's not like king h1. Okay. So this is a forcing move because it captures something. This is a forcing move, but it just loses a lot of material. You have one more forcing move.
Besides the bishop f8, which is
Yeah, so you could take things, but that doesn't work. So now you have to threaten something, like put him in check. You can't put him in check. So what else can you do? What's the biggest thing you can attack?
Well, like I said, it's a pit stop, so
the
go towards
coin.
the rook.
Yeah, so how do you do that?
So let's see. Okay, bishop c7.
Right, and the reason you're doing that is he has to play queen e7 because his queen's trapped.
Okay.
Then when you take this, the knight's pinned.
But he can still take attacking
Right.
the queen, but then e8's hanging.
Yeah, you see how the knight's pinned?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
But we'll look at that after this.
Okay, so he played bishop here attacking your queen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now it's your turn.
Is that how it works?
The stupidest move ever.
Oh, yeah.
This move is ridiculous. I've never been so angry.
I'm angry as well.
I mean, wouldn't it just be rook takes b7?
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
that was stupid.
So, but
Defend
Okay, so
better.
look at this long variation.
Yeah, this
it's
is-
long
was
and it's
confusing.
strong, and it's time to get the friction on. You ready?
yeah.
Okay, take. You see how your queens are hanging? Mm-hmm. And at the very, very, very end, gotcha, bitch. Oh, snap.
Yep.
And then plus 1 billion.
Mm-hmm. Got him.
This is the best move because after this you can play here and not lose your queen.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're just losing because you're down
You
all
only
the
lost a
material.
piece instead of a rook.
Right, so rook
That's
takes
better.
is good and rook a7 is good.
Yeah.
They're both plus 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's why bishop b7 is the best because you. But yeah, after here the knight's pinned and luckily the rook is here, so that's not lucky.
Cool.
Right.
Yeah.
That was so complicated. Hey, Catface, how's it going? You did that one? All right, so I'm leaving. Bye, everybody. I'm going to, because I still have to go talk to my kids and do stuff upstairs.
All right.
And then I'm going to go to karaoke. And
All right. Well,
What's
tell the other
better-
Karen I said hi.
I will. She's not going to be there.
Oh.
What's better,
Then don't tell her.
karaoke or Carrie Underwood?
Who? Who and Carrie Underwood?
Karaoke.
What's the comparison?
What's better, karaoke?
You mean a particular karaoke singer or Carrie Underwood?
No, just karaoke. You're going to karaoke. Would you rather go to karaoke or go see
Tough
Carrie
to
Underwood?
cross compare a human with a concept.
No, she can go to karaoke or you can go see Carrie Underwood perform. What's better?
Carrie Underwood's pretty good. I don't really like a lot of her music, but
Man, Spencer's like, what? Carrie Underwood's
her
good.
voice is fantastic.
You know whose voice was fantastic? And Spencer and I were discussing this earlier. The guy who sang at the funeral.
The one.
Well, it was good. I mean,
Yeah, he sang good.
fantastic, but it's very good.
Oh,
The
he
guy
was
who was
alright.
singing while he was playing the piano. Two things at once.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he wasn't
Sometimes
bad.
it was a cappella.
You don't like her music? I don't like her
Right.
music either. Yeah, so one of an older gentleman that we know that used to come to the chess club a lot passed away right before New Year's, so we went to the funeral.
Yeah, he was
today.
84.
85?
4.
Okay.
He was born in 1937 like my dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He would have been 85 in several months.
So he was at the club all the time.
Carrie Fisher is good too.
So
Who's Carrie Fisher's dad?
Bobby Fischer.
And the next question, has Spencer heard of him? Unclear.
Debbie
Carrie
Reynolds,
Fisher.
Eddie Fisher.
Right.
Had to think for a minute.
Yeah.
Eddie Fisher?
No.
And Debbie
Yeah.
Reynolds.
And Debbie Reynolds, yeah.
Yeah, I had to
Heard
think
of
that for a
Debbie.
How many chess games I play in my life? A lot.
I mean, especially like you're counting 1 minute games like online.
Man, Carrie Fisher was really good in Blues
A
Brothers.
lot.
She kept trying to kill John Belushi.
I've just never liked her as an actress.
No, she was good. She was trying to kill him. She had a
Yeah.
machine gun. She threw bombs. It was great.
I know.
So then when she finally had him and she had the gun over him, he gave every excuse. He said, a friend came in from out of town. My tux was still at the cleaners. There was a tidal wave. There were floods. There was an earthquake. And at the very end of his excuses, he said there were locusts. Yeah, and then she forgave him. They threw to the ground. They left. Yeah.
I don't remember that scene. Hey,
Yeah.
did you want to show them Levy's game or keep going with
It's
the
over.
rules? Oh, it's over already.
Yeah. Yeah, his opponent was plus
RIP.
110 in the final position.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was down a queen, you said. I didn't know
Yeah.
here you said it was over.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, I'm leaving. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Karen.
Bye. Did you
Have
want to
fun
take the
in
front
karaoke.
here?
I mean, we're leaving
Yes,
too.
yeah,
so-
Oh, you're leaving
I'm
too?
pretty sleepy.
Yeah.
All right,
Hey,
well, if
2
you're,
minute.
if you're leaving now,
let's
then
just
I'll
raid
wait. If
someone,
you're not
huh?
leaving now, I'm going
You
to
want to
say-
raid someone?
There's Rosen, Chess
Thank
Bra.
you, 1E4E6.
Those are
I
pretty
raided Chess
reasonable.
Bros earlier today.
Levy's game is over,
Yeah.
so we're
I
not gonna,
would rate Chess Bra.
You've collected all the emotes.
Agreed.
Alright.
Agreed to agree.
Bye, everybody.
Let's see.
Bye,
Rosen,
everyone.
Chess Bra, Chess Brainiac.
Chess
By the way, I
Bond.
gotta say something about Chess Brainiac.
Okay.
No, no,
I mean,
no, no,
'cause I
no,
gotta-
Out the
no,
door.
no, no. Listen.
I'm gonna be late.
Hey, you
I'm gonna
can
be
and you
late.
can look. If you
right.
go to Discord and you go to like the streamers page where you can type stuff to this like
Yes.
every 10 minutes he's like, this guy's cheating. 10 minutes later, that guy's cheating. 10 minutes
Chess
later,
Brainiac
yeah.
does.
And then the guy and then the guy's like, that guy's not cheating, and he's like, well, he's stream sniping me, so he's cheating. He's looking at my stream, and they're like, what? So everybody's cheating. I like that though.
He's younger guy, right?
Right, he's 13.
Yeah.
He's like a young Komsky.
Right, right.
Yeah, everybody's cheating. Yeah, that's actually pretty funny.
Eric Rosen is streaming. We love
Mm-hmm.
Eric Rosen, but I think we're gonna go with the bras. this time.
Well, Rosen is 99% on Lee Chess, and Chess Pro is 99% on chess.com. So, anyway, we want to thank our sponsor and our partner, Nordvpn. The more Nordvpn you buy, the more they sponsor me. So
Yay.
you know what to do.
Yay, Nord.
Not sure, but something. He did accuse me of cheating, and his parents told him to chill.
Oh, yeah, he's a youngster.
Losing is a talent acquired in the late 20s. All right, who am I rating? But
I think
okay,
Chess Bra.
okay, hold on. If Chess Bra has 400 viewers, that means it's not the Chess Bros. It's going to be like the Dingalings.
Oh yeah.
They can't have 400 viewers and
Might
it's
be
them.
The dinglings.
Yeah, it's going to be like
Yeah.
some lunatic It can be like the Chess Bros.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there's some guy.
Joker.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I
There's some
wouldn't.
guy from off the street. They just brought him in.
It looks like it.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't rate him. I would rate Rosen. I would rate
All right,
Rosen.
yeah, whatevs.
yeah.
Good call there.
I'm glad you noticed that.
Yeah, I'm
Peggy.
like, they don't have any view. This channel has follower subscriber only. No.
Bye.
All right,
Bye,
thanks for
guys.
watching. Tomorrow night is my match with Komodo. Get to the stream between 6:30 and 6:55 because it starts at 7 Eastern and substandard time. 15-minute, 10-second increment, and it's giving me night odds, although I have black. So I dressed in black. How do you think I'll do?
Win every game.
No. There's no way I'll win every game.
Gotta
What do you
start
think?
somewhere.
I think you're gonna win the match,
Yeah, I agree with, she's right.
but I don't know.
Like,
this-
Perlstein won 4.5, 1.5.
Okay.
So
He's
I'm
pretty
scared,
tough,
yeah.
yeah.
All right, bye, everybody.
Bye.